Hello and welcome back to Steve's Retro Loft. First of all, thank you for everybody that watched my video last on the Spectrum Next. 5,000 or so views and quite a few likes and quite a few comments, which is brilliant. It's been my most successful video so far. Today it's another Spectrum Next video, and I'm going to take a look at a classic game. It's John Ritman and Bernie Drummond's Head Over Heels. Obviously not the old original version, although we'll be comparing the two. I'm actually going to look at the new reimagined version or the new recreated version for the Spectrum Next. It's part of the Kickstarter package, so yeah, it's just become available. So let's take a quick look at it. Time to have a quick look at the two versions. On the screen now is the old loading screen. Let's take a look at the new one. As you can see, it's graphically much better. Takes advantage of the much better screen palette or screen attributes on the Spectrum Next. I won't bore you with the all the titles, which goes for everything. Let's open up a new game. As you can see, it's a much more colourful character compared to the monochrome of the original. But yeah, obviously the original was very limited what it could do. The character seems to obviously move a bit quicker on the next version. Obviously the original was probably a little bit limited. As you can see on this room, compared to the original, there's a door, there's an extra room. So yeah, the map on the recreation is much bigger. It's about 500 rooms, I believe, and yeah, there's a lot more. Yeah, a lot more to it. A lot more colour. So I've had a very limited look at it so far, so there's probably a few other differences as well. But as I said, this isn't a full game review. It's just a quick look at the two versions and obviously the differences between them. And I should remember not to sniff the toasters. They do burn, and then you die. Let's switch over to heels now. I think it's heels. As you can see, I think on the on the original Spectrum version, heels actually moved a bit quicker in general. Obviously, it's got the legs, so it would do. Oh, I'm sure I mentioned jump at that earlier. Yep, oh, no joy. Yeah. Let's look in here. You see this obviously this little passageway isn't on the original version, and because there's another couple of rooms off that as well. So I'll have a quick look in those in a minute. Oh. After all these years, I'm still pretty useless at games. Not sure if that, whatever that character is, I'm not sure it's meant to look like King Charles, or Prince Charles as he was then. But yeah, there you go. It seems to have a striking resemblance. Must be the ears. Oh. Success at last. Right, let's have a quick look in here. Now, what this game does feature, it features chickens, which I believe is the feature that we all wanted and was obviously denied from the original version. As you can see, there's a few slight differences compared to the old and new. As you can see, I'll quickly flick back and forward. Anyway, had enough of this room. Not getting anywhere. Hey! Right, switch back to head. I'm sure as I play it a bit more, the memory will come back and I'll remember what to actually do. But I said this isn't a proper walkthrough of the game, it's just a quick look at the different versions. Anyway, time to bring the two characters back together. There you go, that's Head and Heels reunited. But yeah, obviously not together, which is the aim of the game, and yeah, makes things a bit easier when you got the character, because you can do two things. Yeah, you can do some things much better when you're a combined character. Anyway, that's a quick look at Head Over Heels. As I said, it's only a quick look at the game, and yeah, I'm not a reviewer. I don't like reviewing games, but I just like showing different versions of games. So there you go. Obviously, much graphically much better. And so credit must go to the coders from Rusty Pixels. Well, the coder is Micheal Ware, and in brackets he says Flash. So I'm not sure if it's Micheal Flashware or just known as Flashware. Anyway, graphics are from Simon Butler, and the audio is from Space Fractal. Guessing that's not a real name either. Obviously, credit must go to the original programmers, John Ritman and Bernie Drummond, who created such a great game and gave us all those memories. Now, at the Crash 2023 event, I think it was brought up in one of the panels about obviously remaking old games, and you know, a lot of the games, the people that make games, want to sort of make newer games rather than sort of reimagining old titles. But what I would say, if anyone's out there listening, yeah, if you could just fix the attribute clash on that, like that copy of Saberwolf have, that would be wonderful, and I'd love you forever and pay you small amounts of money for doing so. Anyway, now I've crashed it with football, which is obviously something I always like to do. Matchday is one of my favourite games because it's football related. So yeah, and the only thing for me that spoilt it was the attribute clash. It didn't ruin the game too much, but sometimes it looked a bit messy when you had two characters or two players running next to each other. Anyway, I've gone off on a tangent now. Thank you very much for watching. As I said, it's only a quick look at the game. The game itself, if you go to the Rusty Pixels website, I'll link below. It is a Kickstarter 2 backer program, but I believe it will be available for anybody else, Kickstarter 1, and anybody with a NGO or XBPI, I think they call it, or I think as someone put in one of my other comments, if they've got a Mister and you can download the cores on it, you probably play games that way. I don't know if it's compatible with you know, any device that's not a Spectrum Next, but yeah, the games are about. You could always ask the people that make it anyway. You could always ask them, will it work on X machine or X version of the Next? But yeah, there you go. As I said, it was a quick video. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Okay, bye bye.